We're out here on a little Thanksgiving Day walk today. Hopefully this video goes up on Thanksgiving. One guy suggested that I go out and looking for arrowheads, and I think I found one. So I'm going to show you what I got, and we'll just show you a little bit of the landscape here. Also, if we find anything else that could possibly be a Native American artifact, make sure to give you a look. This guy right here is the one that has found like 20 different chippings out of this area, and hopefully we'll give you a little look at that at least after this video or sometime in the future. I just came across a really blue piece of glass, so there's all kinds of stuff to find out here, and we'll see what we can get. All right, we'll see you a little bit later. We used to walk this area all the time. We do now, and there's been some serious erosion in the past couple of years. Water's come up a lot, and as you can see, trees have just fallen off of the bank down, making it a really tough walk. Luckily the water's down today and it's looking pretty calm, so we should be able to get through. We're trying to get all the way down there. If you get just past that little bend there, there's a point where a lot of the rocks and beach glass and stuff collect. So, but right now we're just kind of looking here. One of the best arrowheads that I ever found, I found in the bank like this. I just saw it kind of sticking out, pulled it out. That's back home, so I'll probably show you that. And yeah, we're just gonna continue our walk and hopefully get down to that point and see what we can find down there. So, you ready to go?
It's right here.
Let's go. All right, let's do it. All right, we come upon our final obstacle here. Just pass through here and we should be home free on the point. And that cloud cover looks really cinematic. This is actually a pretty cool shot here. Like I said, there's tons of rocks to look through on this point. New stuff coming in all the time. Not today because it's calm, but that's exactly what you want when you're looking for arrowheads and stuff. Let me just show you what I found earlier here. Actually, no, Kevin has it. Hey, Kevin, let me see that arrowhead. Whoa. Ah, got it. All right, check it out. We're not exactly sure what it is, but you can see that there's been some working on it. If you look at it in the angle like this, you can see that it's thicker in the center, which means it's been worked on the edges. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Here, let me give you a little better look at it here. I don't know why. Yeah, my camera's not been focusing very well. It doesn't look like much when you look at it that way, but if you look at it like that, you can see that it gets thinner on both edges, so that's a pretty good indication. Also, you can see that it's been kind of worked there, especially in this area here. It's a little bit sharper. So yeah, that's really cool. Looking to get some more out of here. Hopefully you can find some just looking on these, on the shore here, just looking at the rocks. We always surprise ourselves out here, and today's probably the perfect day for it. So see if we can get some more out of here, and we'll keep going. Here's something that I forgot to mention. There's also a lot of old pottery out here that washes up. That's a pretty big chunk right there. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse that off in the water here so you can get a better look. Yeah, that's the edge of a pot there. You can see that that's got an edge. A lot of these have been ground down just in the waves. I've found bigger pieces before, but this is actually a pretty large chunk, so it's cool to find, especially if you find it with some kind of design on it, like blue flowers. It's one of the common ones that we see here.
Bottom of a beer bottle.
Yeah, we just spotted something sitting in the sand here. Looks like no one's been out here, and check this out. That's a big piece of beach glass right there. Bottom of a bottle, I guess. It looks like it's got some markings on it. We should be able to decipher something off of that. Let's go ahead and wash it off in the water here. See what we can read off of it. That's a big piece of glass. I haven't found one that big in a long time. See what it says there. I think that's just a 5. Huh. And 180, no, 4, 8, and then the 5 there, and the other numbers broken off. So, oh wait, there's something here too. It says, what does that say? Not to be sold. Something, and LE there, I think. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not to be sold. So that's what we can read off of that. I think that's old though. I mean, look at how thick that is. And it's definitely been out there for a long time. So that's an interesting find. Yeah, see what else we can get out of here. Check this out. Dark blue piece here. Usually this stuff is grabbed up by other people, but as you can see, there is just nobody out here. It's Thanksgiving Day and no walkers, so finding a lot of cool stuff. We're almost to the end of the point now, and then we're gonna turn around and look on the way back as well, so see you then. All right, we made it out to the end of the point, and this is what I was talking about. You can see that there's just way more rocks, and as you actually get onto the point, it gets insane. So we're just looking around here for a little bit. We found a few pieces of glass and some things that we thought might be arrowheads. Go ahead and show them to Kevin because he's the expert on this subject. And look at that. Up there, there's a pottery stone. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's the state rock of Michigan. I find a whole bunch of them out here, and a lot of times tourists come out here looking for them, so it's not bad. Pretty big one there. All right, we'll keep looking around. All right, Ken, what do you got?
Check this out, guys. I found it a few years back. It's the right type of rock, and it's got some nice chips in it. It's very thin,
Yeah,
but what's confusing me is that it's kind of has a convex shape to it.
Yeah, it's curved for sure.
So I mean, it's definitely really thin, the right type of rock, and has some chips in it. So
looks
nice.
good. I think that's definitely something. Maybe they just gave up on it because of that curvature. We'll keep looking. We're headed back now, and got a whole bunch of things to show you, at least for the wrap up. All right, everyone, we're back from our walk now, and we got everything on display here to show you. So we found a whole lot of stuff today, starting off with this really nice piece of pottery, probably off of the top of something. And I just found a couple other pieces that I didn't show on camera. This was just a thin white piece here. Not the best. And this one's got some kind of like painting on it, so those are a lot more fun to find, and I think they might even be a bit older too. We got a whole bunch of beach glass. I mean, again, guys, it's just from one day, and I mean, sometimes there's a fine line between beach glass and actually like littering like trash. So you know, sometimes we find glass like this. My policy is always just to take it out so that someone doesn't cut their foot on it while they're walking down the beach or in the water or whatever. This was a really, really cool piece that we found. It's bottom half of some kind of bottle, and as I showed you guys out on the beach, it says on the edge, it says not to be sold, and then I'm guessing it would probably continue here to say individually, just because that's what I've seen in the past, but I can't really say for sure on that. We also found a few Petoskey stones. If you guys are unfamiliar, this is the state rock of Michigan. I got a little bit of water here just to show you what that looks like when it's soaked. And this is actually a really nice one. So a lot of people like to polish these up and so that they'll keep that luster all the time, you know, without being wet. And they're really nice display pieces. People make doorknobs out of them, jewelry, all kinds of stuff. So we got a whole bunch of those. And we also got a few things that we think might be arrowheads. So Kevin's here and he's going to let us know about that. So what do you think about all of these rocks here, Kevin?
Alright, guys, so both me and Ryan found some potential candidates here that could or, you know, could not be pieces or partials of arrowheads. First up, Ryan found this big clunky piece here. If this is an arrow or a piece of an Indian artifact and it was complete, it would be a lot bigger. If I suspect that this would be the center of it. You can see how it kind of slopes into a climax there and then slopes back out. And you can see some chippings on the edges here. There's different types of sediments in here. I know that if it was just this type, I think that this would be for sure. But because it has this big chunk of something more solid, I'm not exactly sure what they were thinking. Maybe that's why they stopped making it, you know, you never know. The next piece here is the one that I found, and it's very thin, and it's chipped all along the edges here. You can see a big gash right there, and there's some nice chippings on the edge to make a sloped point. But what confused me is that it's kind of curved like this. And when I brought this back home, I was looking at my other arrowheads, and I noticed one that looked very similar. So this is an example of one that is for sure an Indian artifact that I found on the same beach. It's a really, really nice piece. I'm really happy to have this one. But as you can see, it is also kind of curved like this one was. So you never know what you're going to find out there. You know, it also has the same pattern. Gets thicker in the middle like that. Then this one is another one Ryan found. You know, we find probably tens of these just chippings that could possibly be pieces of anything. But, you know, it's always nice to keep these around just in case. So that's what we found on this hunt.
Yep, and I just wanted to show you guys the first arrowhead that any of us ever found out on the beach, which was kind of what sparked this whole hunt. This is something that I found in the bank, as I showed you guys that erosion that was taking place out there. Just when that was starting, I actually found this just face up on the edge of the sand on that eroded part. And this is a really, really large spearhead, I believe is what the proper term for this. You can actually see here where it looks like they started trying to make that little edge, that barb that they always put in the arrowheads, and then it looks like the rock started to crack, so perhaps they threw it out, or perhaps it was just used, but I think this is probably one of the best examples of an Indian artifact that we were able to find just out on the beach. Now, we are looking to actually go out probably in the spring to be looking in some fields, some churned up farm fields, and looking for arrowheads that way. But until then, this is what we're finding, and we're having a good time doing it. Guys, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I know we did. We had a lot of family up and we had a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like if you did. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin's Coins signing out.